What's up, you guys? So, I am here with Scotty by Nature TV, one of the OG bloggers in the YouTube game, and we're here to discuss the Real Housewives of Atlanta, what I believe to be the mid-season trailer. If it's not the mid-season trailer, I would call it the early season trailer, where we see the crux of the season, the bachelorette party for Cynthia Bailey. What's up, Scotty?
What's going on? What's going on?
Thank you for joining me today. Scotty already knows I wear contact lenses. I hear a little echo. I wear contact lenses. Today I have on my glasses. I'm at my home away from home. I have two separate locations. I'm at my home away from home, and I forgot to bring my contact lenses. So I have my glasses. But they create a little glare, so I'm trying to film without my glasses. And we're here to discuss the Real Housewives of Atlanta trailer that was released that shows the bachelorette party for Cynthia Bailey. And Scotty, can you introduce yourself? I know you as an OG blogger. We just recorded another video for Basketball Wives. But for those of you who may not know Scotty, can you introduce yourself to the Lailah Lynn audience?
Okay, well, I am Scotty by Nature TV, formerly known as Mr. Still Standing. I do commentary on reality TV, and I also do gossip commentary as well. And I also have a panel called the Whether You Like It or Not Reality and Gossip Panel, which includes Bundy Blue, Giving You the Real Tea, Josiah's World TV, Niecy Dixon, Jamie That's Me. I hope I didn't forget about it. Also Spilling All the Tea, Jay Lee's Corner, and Alexander Rogers. We're all on that panel. We talk about everything from reality TV to gossip as well. And I also have another platform called The Prelude with my best friend Jamar84, where we talk about LGBT reality series, and we also talk about pop culture there as well. Okay, so if you haven't checked me out, feel free to do so. Thank you.
Yes, check them out. Check them out. We're going to get into your viewer comments. We're definitely going to respond to your comments. But first, we want to get into the trailer for the Real Housewives of Atlanta. They're trying to heat things up. It's been real cold. Some people say it's been kind of stale in the Real Housewives of Atlanta, but it's starting to heat up a little bit. So we're going to get into the trailer.
All righty.
Join us on an epic girls trip. You have entered the dungeon with enough twists and turns that will make you wonder, who did that?
There's not enough holy water or sage in the world to erase what went down in this house.
I had to see his penis.
Can we watch it one more time? One more time for the one time. We're going to watch it one more time.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Okay. Yes. Join us on an epic girls trip. You have entered the dungeon with enough twists and turns that will make you wonder, who did that?
There's not enough holy water or sage in the world to erase what went down in this house.
I had to see his penis.
Oh my God. Okay. Cynthia said she had to see it. She had to see it. So, Scotty, what are your first reactions to the trailer? And you guys put your comments in the comment box. We're going to be reading some of you guys' comments about your first reaction to the trailer.
Like,
And listen, I feel like I have to say this again. For those of you who are just joining us, I don't have my contact lenses. I have my glasses, but when I wear glasses on camera, it makes a glare. So if you see me all up in the camera like this, I'm just trying to see. I'm just trying to see you guys. That's all.
I'm trying to understand what exactly was this for? Like, is this for us to, get more excited about the season? Because we
Yeah.
all know that it's been underwhelming for the last couple of episodes from the
That's exactly what it's for. Let's be honest. The reason they release a trailer is to get you excited, to get more viewership. This hasn't been the highest season as far as ratings for the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So yes, it is to get you excited, Scotty.
But
it's supposed to get you excited.
But it's not doing anything to get me excited, like at all. Like we already know what they're about to do right now, right? Like what we know that they're gonna do is this is gonna be they're already calling it stripper gate, so it's just gonna be the same thing it was with quote unquote snake gate. It's gonna be the same thing. They're gonna use this and they're gonna drag it the entire season, and it's not gonna be entertaining. We're gonna get sick of talking about it, and it's just gonna be that on that. Like I'm just.
I feel like it's one difference between Snakegate. Snakegate fizzled out. It turned out to be nothing, and with the stripper gate, it was something. It was something. It was a lot of something because allegedly Porsha and Tanya were intimate with the stripper, allegedly, and then the story that's not getting the attention that it should is that Kenya and Latoya Ali allegedly had something physical happen at Cynthia's bachelorette. So it's not going to be necessarily like Snakegate. It's not going to just fizzle out. There's something to it. And I want to get into this comment. Somebody said, and y'all excuse me for being all up in the camera. I'm on my Diddy. I'm all up in the camera. Trying to be in the video. I'm trying to see. Somebody said, what? I've been following Latoya so long, and I've never known her to be bi that strange. That's how I feel about Kenya.
Yeah, that's exactly how I feel about Kenya too, because I never knew of Kenya to be bi. Like I never known that at all. Like I feel
like it's a plot device. I feel like it's not even real. Like it's a whole plot device.
Yeah, you know, you know what? I don't want it to come across because I know a lot of people really think that whenever sometimes we criticize Kenya for certain things, it's all about we're bashing Kenya, and that's not really what it is. I just never known her to be someone that's bi or someone that's quote unquote gay for pay. I've never heard of that. It comes across like she's doing this so she doesn't have to talk about her husband and what she's going through with her husband. And I don't know. It's just, and then this whole friendship that she has with Latoya is really weird.
I think that's the word of the day, weird. I would categorize the friendship between Latoya Ali and Kenya Moore as weird. I understand that Latoya Ali reminds Kenya of her fun side, her younger side. I get that part. And I'm glad Latoya Ali is bringing some type of spark to the show. But at the same time, I don't really believe what Kenya is serving this season. I don't really believe Kenya is interested in women. I don't. I think it's a plot device.
Yeah, like, I mean, we know that Candy is all about that. So
on and off camera. Yeah, Candy and Porsha.
We know Candy and Porsha. It's all about that. But I don't believe that about Kenya at all. Like, I don't know exactly what this is supposed to be. I don't know what they're trying to do. And then they've been promoting this Strippergate stuff for the longest, and they really believe that we're going to get excited about this. I'm not. I'm not. Like, I could care less about this at all. I really could care less. Like,
you could care less?
I could care less. Like,
okay, well, let me ask you this. Okay, so at the on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, we have a new peach holder. Drew Sidora has a peach. Yeah. She has a peach. Mm-hmm. And she was there at the Charleston party. But did you see her at the stripper party?
I must have missed it.
You must have missed it. Let me play it again because I feel like this is important. So let me play it again and let's look for Drew at the stripper party.
Oh, okay. Yes, honey, yes. Join us on an epic girls trip. You have entered the dungeon with enough twists and turns that will make you wonder, who did that?
There's not enough holy water or sage in the world to erase what went down in this house.
I have seen his penis.
I feel like that's the part that's going to get me demonetized, but it's all good. It's all good. All right, you guys. So EM, what's up, EM? EM said, is this a live video or video premiere? We are live.
Yes.
We're live on YouTube, we're live on Facebook, and we're here with Scotty by Nature TV.
Yes. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
All right. So I don't feel like we saw Drew in the stripper festivities, and it makes me feel like, you know, the situation with her husband. It makes me feel like she didn't participate. And in the last scene, when you see Cynthia telling her, "I just had to see his whatever, whatever." Let me get on camera. His whatever. I feel like she's telling her that because I don't know if Drew was upstairs the whole time, but I did ask her. She was live yesterday. I asked her 3 times, did she participate in the party, the bachelorette party, and she didn't answer. So it makes me feel like Drew was there and didn't participate, which I don't like that. I don't like that.
I feel the same way. I feel like she didn't participate either. And another thing is, have you seen the stuff that's been coming out as far as what's in regards to the season, how they're cutting out a lot of stuff and they're trying to speed the season up just so we can get to Strippergate? Like, they have been cutting out a lot of things, and I've noticed they've cut out a lot of things, and that's why this season looks so disproportionate because
I did. I saw on social media, I saw somebody listed all the things that were cut out. They were basically like, we're trying to fast forward to the bachelorette party. So if it looks like there are not storylines on Real Housewives of Atlanta, that's the reason why, because they're fast forwarding to the bachelorette party. But I feel like that was a whole mistake. I feel like it was a mistake because it makes the first few episodes uninteresting and it shows in the ratings.
They cut out a lot because Latoya and Porsha actually had a beef. They actually did have a beef. Latoya, for whatever reason, involved herself in Kenya and Porsha's situation. So, you know, there was some drama with that. And that's why when it came down to last week's episode at that party, it's like this is the first time we've seen Porsha in the group setting on the show. But there's been other group settings that has happened that they haven't shown. So
right,
you got a lot of stuff, and it's making it uninteresting. Like, you think you're doing us a favor by speeding it up, but you're not speeding. You're not doing us any favors at all.
Right, you're not doing us any favors by speeding it up and leaving out different storylines because we want to see something. Even though the bachelorette party, from my understanding, is mid-season. Before mid-season, like, we want to see something. Like, the people who are going to tune in no matter what, you do them a disservice if you don't show them something, in my opinion.
Exactly. They're not doing anything right now for us, and they think that, okay, let's speed it on up to what's more interesting, and that's Strippergate. Now we're gonna get them by, you know, showing them what's about to go on with Strippergate. But I mean, it still doesn't, like, it's like, okay, like, can we get to the reunion already? Like, and it could be a thing where
the reunion. Oh my God, Scotty, that's like months away. That's months away.
I think that the reason being that we all just came back from Potomac and how explosive and draining that it was. We expect so much more from Atlanta, and they aren't giving us nothing. As annoying as Potomac turned out to be after the fight, it was much more watchable than Atlanta. And this is coming from a person that loves Atlanta, like loves it. But
I think both of us, like, we're true Real Housewives of Atlanta fans. I think both of us can say that. And Potomac was like a new show that came on the map a few years ago, so we're giving it a shot. But, you know, we're true Real Housewives of Atlanta fans. And Potomac, in the ratings, and this is sad, in the ratings, Potomac was beating Real Housewives of Atlanta, which means people were turning the channel. When Real Housewives of Atlanta came on, people were turning the channel and tuning away after watching Real Housewives of Potomac.
Right.
So you guys, I'm trying to get to your comments. I can't really see, and I don't want to look like an old lady with my glasses. But I am trying to get to your comments. JoJo's mom said Latoya is a totally different character than her YouTube personality. If you guys follow Latoya Ali on YouTube, comment below and let me know her YouTube personality. I don't follow her on YouTube. I've seen her on YouTube. She had a whole husband, a whole family. So I do feel like this whole situation with Kenya is new for her.
Hmm.
But I feel like Latoya is just trying to spice up the show. I feel like Kenya is doing the most. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Ooh, you see this comment? I'm not even gonna read it, but y'all see it. Y'all see it. Oh, thank you, Ty.
Hi,
Thank
Ty.
you, Ty. Thank you. We love you too. I don't know. I'm trying to click on it. I don't think y'all can see it. When I click on it, only I can see it. But she said, love you both. Hey, everybody. What's up, Ty?
Love
Ty
Ty.
in the building. Ty said what Ty said. Make sure y'all subscribe to her YouTube channel. Just type in Ty said what Ty said. So Mildred said, looks like the ladies were having a good time. And then Gavin said, it's about to heat up majorly.
I hope so.
So do you think Cynthia's bachelorette party is going to save the season?
I hope so because even with those little housewife tea pages, they said over the summer that the season would start off slow. They did say that. They most definitely said that it would start off slow. But after the stripper gate, once stripper gate on down is when it heats up. So that's what they did say now. They did say that. So I can only hope that that's what it is. I can only hope.
Gavin said, I think it's going to be lit after this episode. I'm gonna hold you to that, Gavin, because I don't know. I would hate for it to get lit and then fizzle out again. You know what I'm saying? Like once her bachelor party is over and she's preparing for her wedding and all of the seriousness that goes along with preparing for a wedding, I would hate for it to be lit and then fizzle out.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. So the girls' trip was in Charleston, South Carolina. Have you ever been to Charleston?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Uh,
So my only experience in Charleston was basically catching a cruise, but it is a growing city. From what I understand, it's a growing city. And Gavin pointed out that Tanya quit after after the whole stripper gate, which I covered on my channel. If you want to know what the stripper had to say after stripper gate, I did cover that on my channel, and I'll put a link to it in the description box. But basically, he said that nothing happened. Nothing happened, even though we heard the sounds of something happening. He said that nothing happened. And I feel like that's because he's being professional. Like his job is basically, he's a dancer. Like that's his job and he takes it professionally. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, so of
So
course
he
he's
said
gonna
that
say
nothing
nothing
happened. What you saying?
I said, of course, he's gonna say nothing happened. Of course he's gonna say that.
Right. I feel like that's just him being professional, but obviously something happened. But what I wanted to talk about, and I wanted to ask you, Scotty,
Hmm.
okay, so this all leaked to page 6. The whole Strippergate situation leaked to page 6. And when things come out in certain blogs, we can almost predict who leaked it. Like if things come out on page 6 or on Love B. Scott, we kind of know which housewife leaked it. Like
Yeah,
each of the housewives have their blog connections. And so when it came out on page 6, it was almost obvious that Kenya leaked it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's one of her connections.
right. That is true.
And so, do you think she leaked it in a way to expose Porsha, but kind of to hide her interaction with Latoya?
Hmm. I never thought about it that way. I've never thought about it like that. And it could be, that could be true. I mean, we all know that Kenya does have certain relationships with certain bloggers. We do know that. But a lot of them do. Let me just make that clear. So I'm not gonna make it sound like I'm trying to, diss her for having a blog connection. I think a lot of
Right.
them do. But we all know for a fact that Kenya does have a blog source, which is B Scott. Now I didn't know about page 6, but I do know that Love B
Yeah.
Scott is her source. I do know that her blog source. But she could have exposed it to where, I'm gonna make Portia look like a scum bucket and all this other stuff. But I mean, at the end of the day, and I'm not a Portia fan anyway, but at the same time, if that's what Portia was doing, if she did have like,
Porsha not married.
yeah, she's not married, she's single, she's free to do whatever she wants to do. If that's what
Yeah.
she decided to do, then that's what she decided to do. That's nothing for me to judge.
Dainty K said Kenya seems thirsty this season, not to mention Latoya. They should not have her back too thirsty for me.
Hmm.
What are your thoughts on that comment? And for those of you just joining us, I don't have my contact lenses in. I have my glasses. So if it looks like I'm all up in the screen, that's why. I'm trying to read you guys' comments. And Dainty K is pointing out Kenya's thirst. Do you think Kenya is coming off thirsty this season?
I don't know if Kenya is coming off thirsty. I can understand if you said that about Latoya, but I don't know if Kenya is coming off thirsty. I think that Kenya is doing whatever she can to keep a check, and she's doing whatever she can to make herself more interesting, or probably doing whatever she can to keep herself from talking about what's really going on in her life, which is her marriage
A
with her
divorce.
husband. Yeah,
A
and her
divorce.
divorce. That's probably what it is. Because if anyone looks thirsty to me, it's Latoya.
To me, yes, Latoya does look thirsty, but at the same time, I feel like Latoya was trying to get a peach. Like I expect Latoya, I expect the friends of the show to be a little bit thirsty. I don't expect the cast to be thirsty, but I expect the friends of the show to be a little bit thirsty. You know what I'm saying?
I do know that at the beginning she did have a peach at the beginning. That's what most people don't know. She
Yeah.
did have a peach at the
Yeah.
beginning.
And they
But
said because her husband didn't want to film and he didn't want the kids filmed, that's why she doesn't have a full-on peach, basically because she can't show her family because of her husband, which is a whole different issue. I feel like that's a YouTube issue. You know what I'm saying? They're probably going to post it on their blog. But yeah, they have a lot going on. It's hard for me to tell what's real or what's fake because she said she's going to get back with her husband in like a year. So I don't understand if they're really separate. Like I don't I don't know. I don't follow her. I don't know if this is just for YouTube, if it's just for reality TV. I don't know if her and her husband are really separated. If she said specifically that we're going to get back together in a year, maybe they just took a break.
yeah, I don't know. I think that I really believe that we probably like at the end of the day, we've had women on the show that did not have a husband and they did have kids that wasn't seen. I don't know if you remember or not, but on season 2, Lisa Wu was on the show and she had kids with Keith Sweat and he did not want his kids on the show and they were not seen. But
That's
but her husband was on the show and so was her child that she had with her
with
husband
him. Yeah.
on the show. But then Kenya came on the show with no man, no kids, no nothing, and she still was able to hold a peach.
Okay.
Yeah,
And I'm
also,
not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at her doing her thing and getting her peach. I'm not mad.
yeah, and on top of that, even Claudia Jordan, she came on the show, no man, no peach, no kids, no nothing. So why is it that Latoya, on the other hand, can't come on a show with her peach? She's filmed enough seasons, she's done enough of this and that, you know what I mean? So why not allow her to I'm sorry, somebody in the comments is making me blush a little bit because they were talking about me in the comments. but
Let me find it.
but but yeah, that's what that is. So I don't know. Maybe I mean, because people don't know that she did come on the show. Latoya did come on the show, and she did have a peach at first. She was supposed to have a peach right next to Drew.
Drew.
So I don't know. And a lot of the people were saying that Latoya was the one to bring the spice. She was very reminiscent of Claudia Jordan. That's who they compared her to at the beginning. And they compared Drew to Kim Fields. I don't know why they compared Drew to Kim Fields because I don't see it at all.
I
But
see it.
because,
I see it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I see it. After I asked Drew 3 times in her live, and her live was not even that full. Her live had like 200 people, and I asked her 3 times. I was like, "Girl, we don't see you interacting at the bachelorette party. Did you participate?" And she ignored me 3 times. I see Kim Fields and Drew, and I respect Tootie. I respect Kim Fields to the utmost. I feel like reality TV is not for Kim Fields. But if you're going to get on reality TV, you have to open up. And so you can't be upstairs. I get the feeling that Drew was upstairs while they had the bachelorette party downstairs.
right.
And I don't like that. I don't like that.
But I will say that I do like Drew, though. I do like what she brings. I do think that she's very honest about what's going on in her life, more so than everybody else. I do think, even though she's being embarrassed like hell right now, I do think that she's a sweet girl and I want to see more of her. I actually want to see more of her with the group.
I think she's feigning honesty. I think she's feigning honesty. Like I saw her on her live and she was kind of like taking up for her husband. She was like, everybody needs a break now and then, but she's not tackling the real issues of, yeah, he took a break, but he didn't tell you when he was on that break. He didn't tell you where he was at, what he was doing. Your whole husband was gone for 3 days. That's not okay. So I feel like while she's exposing the issues in her marriage, like she's being real with reality TV, but I don't feel like she's being real with her husband and telling her husband like it's not cool. You know what I'm saying? I feel like there's like she's being real, but up to a certain point. That's my opinion. But I want to ask you, somebody commented, Justin said they need to stop using queerness for ratings, which we do see a lot on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. This whole like Kenya, I feel like she's pretend. I don't know. Her whole attraction to Latoya Ali, to me, is out of the blue. But do you think it's for ratings?
I don't know if it's for ratings. Maybe it could be something that they're doing for a storyline, but then at the same time, if you're doing it for a storyline, then you're doing it for ratings. To be honest, as a gay man myself, as an openly gay man as myself, I do think that they shouldn't use homosexuality as a plot line if it's not real. Like if you're not really in it, then don't use it as a plot twist to try to make yourself more spiced up.
Yeah, you're trying to be spicy. You're trying to be spicy. And I feel like we've already seen that on Real Housewives of Atlanta on season 9, and it kind of went awry. You know what I'm saying? With Porsha
another level.
Candy. Yeah, it went awry. So I feel like we've already seen that. People keep saying that Latoya comes across as thirsty. Pam said, basic instinct, Kenya never gave this vibe, sending naked pictures to another woman. Like, people don't believe it. Like, people are not picking up what Kenya is putting down. People
never gave us this before. So, like, after all these years of you being on the show, it's like, okay, now we're seeing that you like women. I think it'll be more believable if we seen it early on. But after all these years now, it's like, okay, now I gotta. And I'm not saying that women don't have like girl crushes or anything like that. I mean, I wouldn't say that, but because there are women out there that they have girl crushes. I know women that do have girl crushes. They may have a girl crush, but they don't want to get down with them, but they think that they pretty or something like that. But I mean, I don't know. Maybe Kenya does have a girl crush. I don't think that she is really like into the lesbian thing. This may be something for her to flirt and play around with. But then again, at the same time, it's different for women than it is for men because, sometimes men do that stuff. Like they'll flirt with a gay guy and they're not even gay. They just do it. They've done it to me. I'm just saying they have done it to me many a time. There are men that have flirted with me and they're not even gay. They just do it for the attention.
They just like attention. Like they just want you to look at them.
Yeah, they do it for the attention because they probably know that you think they're attractive, or they know that you got a light crush on them, and sometimes they play with it because they know it.
This person said, well, Kenya does have aggressive masculine energy. I can see it in a way. I don't feel like Kenya is interested in women romantically, but at the same time, when you say Kenya does have a masculine energy, I do see what you're saying, Jador. I do see what you're saying, girl. But I don't think it's real. I do think it's a whole plot device.
Yeah, I don't think that it's like it may not be as serious as people are making it then. You know what I mean? It may not be that deep. Like she probably just having a little bit of fun, maybe. I don't know. It is what it is. That's what it could be.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it could be. It may not be that serious, but you can't help but think about it like this because it's like, girl, you've been on the show for so many years. Like, where's this coming from? We already knew it about Candy. We already knew it about Porsha. We been knew it about them, but Kenya never gave that. So of course,
never.
It's like, okay, I'm like, girl, where did this come from?
I feel like Nene would be the one to check Kenya on that. If Nene was on the show, I feel like she would be the one to check her and be like, girl, like, why are you always lying? You know what I mean? You don't like women. So do you think if Nene was present on the show, do you think the show would be more interesting?
Um, I'm gonna say this. I'm sorry, I'm putting my Instagram name in the chat because someone asked for it.
Okay. Yeah.
Um, I don't know. I don't want to. I don't want to. Okay, because I'm not an Nene fan. Let me just make that clear. I'm not. So let me just say this without sounding biased. I think that despite what my thoughts are on Nene,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I do think that she is entertaining. I do think that she brought a lot to the show. She was a big part of the show. She was the face of the show. Anybody that likes her or not would know this. Do I think that if she was still on the show it would be entertaining? I'm not necessarily certain about that due to the fact that she's been on the show for the last couple of seasons and they have not been entertaining at all for the last few seasons.
You
Um,
don't think so?
not to
Um,
I
I
would
enjoyed last season. You didn't enjoy last season?
okay, now season 12 was okay for the most
It was
part.
okay.
I could deal with it way more than I could deal with this one. But like season 11 I really didn't care for. Season 10 I didn't really care for. But they've had seasons where, she wasn't there and it was still entertaining. Um in my opinion, I do think that season 8 was very entertaining before they brought her on mid season. I think it was still entertaining. Season 9 was entertaining without her being there. So I don't want to just say because she's not there, it's not entertaining. I think that at this point, we're 13 seasons in and we have some of the same people on the show and they have not done anything to turn that around in a sense, like they have done nothing to spice it up. We've had the same women on the show and I think that at this point it's time to usher in another generation of housewives of Atlanta. At this point, I mean, we've seen everything that they can give at this point. Like we've seen Candy, what else can and this is, and I know someone in the chat asked me who was my favorite housewife. Kenya
Yeah.
is Candy is my favorite housewife. But what else can
Yeah.
she bring at this point? Like we've seen her do everything from business after business. She had 2 kids on the show. She got married on the show. What else can she do? Cynthia, she should have been gone a long time ago. I don't know why she's still here. Um, Porsha. I'm not a fan of Porscha's either. But I think that she's probably the only one that I feel can stay at this point. I
Hmm.
still has some more to bring. And Kenya, you would want most people would want her to stay because she is the villain. But at this point, I mean, it's like we've seen the same song and dance from Kenya for a long period of time too. So it's like, what else is there for you to bring? Like just keep Portia or maybe Candy, keep them two, and then bring in more women, or just
I say keep Kenya. I'm not the biggest Kenya fan, but I feel like she brings something to the show, even if it's an adversary. Like you have to have some type of
yeah,
controversy on the show. So even if she's there as an adversary, I say keep Kenya because Kenya makes Portia. She challenges Portia. I feel like everybody on the show has to have somebody that challenges them. Like
yeah, that's
Kenya challenges Portia. We
challenges
need
me.
somebody that challenges. If Cynthia's going to stay on the show, we need somebody that challenges Cynthia. Like we need that on the show. We need that back and forth.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. I would say that at the most, we will probably be able to say that maybe Kenya and Portia should be the ones that should stay. Maybe at this point, I think that Cynthia and Candy can go, and I love Candy. Don't get me wrong. Candy should probably go and get her own show, her own spinoff. I would watch it. Her family is interesting to me. They're very hilarious, so to speak.
Hmm.
I think she can get a show. And then, whenever you say that Candy can get her own show, people still, they say that she's boring. But when you get into a reality show and you're coming off of an ensemble cast and you get your own show, it doesn't necessarily have to be about you. The supporting cast, as long as the supporting cast is
Yeah, you
entertaining,
get into that seat.
then
Yeah,
you get into the show. I mean, look at Keisha Cole's past
yeah, that's how
reality.
you do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
But I
Keisha
want
Cole.
to say shout out to Bryce. Bryce, thank you for the cash app. Bryce said Kenya is just trying to do the gay thing because that's Bravo's agenda, which
Mhm.
in turn is the agenda Oh my God. Oh my God. It's a whole Illuminati comment. To break down, oh my God, to break down traditional families and Christian values selling souls. Thank you for the super chat, Bryce. Thank you for that. I appreciate it.
But like like I was saying with the Keisha Cole show, we didn't really watch it for Keisha. We watched it for Frankie and Nippy and her
Right.
before. So it
Right.
can work, if I could see Candy in that setting by herself, that's fine. But her being in an ensemble cast like this, I think it's time for them to refresh it. I think that at this point, we're 13 seasons in, it's time to bring in new people. Like, let's not go into bringing in the old people like Sheree and Phaedra and all these other people that people are just begging to bring back. Because if we need a fresh energy, why are we bringing back past cast members if we want to continue to move on? You know what I mean? Like, that's how I feel.
So, how do you feel about the new? They're not cast members, but the new friends of the show, like Fallon. How do you feel about them?
Um, so with Fallon, I don't really know much about her yet. We haven't really seen her personality. All we know is that she is loaded with money. She got kids. She's married to this rich man, and that's all we know. So, and we haven't seen much of her. So, I really don't know.
What did
How,
you think? Okay, I thought it was weird. Fallon, they did a show. They did a scene at Fallon's home. They did a scene in Fallon's backyard. They showed
right,
Fallon's husband. And they showed her pool. And her husband literally sat there and watched Fallon play with Tanya, Porsha, and Lauren in the pool.
right.
What did you think about him standing there and watching them in the pool?
That was weird as hell. Like,
I thought so.
why you didn't take your ass in the house, bruh? Why these women out here, playing in they bikinis and all that other shit? Like, why you sitting out here with all these women out here? Like, they're weirded me the hell out, like real
Yeah.
talk. That was very odd to me. Like, I'm just like, bruh, like, what are you saying? Like, what are you doing? Oh,
Yeah, I
okay.
thought it was weird too. Somebody said Fallon is a big no. Why is she a no? I feel like we haven't heard her say too much on the show yet. But Nadia, why is Fallon a big no?
Yeah, because
And
I
this
don't
is for me. Oh, somebody said that she wear glasses. I don't know if you're talking about me, but yes. I
think.
left my contact. This is my home away from home, you guys. I have two homes. I'm not at 4 homes yet, but I do have 2 homes, and I forgot to bring my contacts. And I don't want to
Yeah,
be like this. I
I
don't
would
want
say
to be
that
like
I won't say that she's a yes or a no right now. I really don't know. It's really up in the air because we haven't seen much of her. We haven't heard much of her yet. So I really don't know about Fallon just yet. The jury's still out, you
right.
know.
I feel that way too. We haven't seen enough to make a judgment call, in my opinion. But I wanted to get into this comment. Um, The Miss Steph Nicole said, I would like to see more of people like Fallon and Tanya, but Kenya brings foolishness that overshadows people who are trying to show their personalities. So do you
Hmm.
think Kenya is kind of like raining on the new girls' parades, like raining on Tanya? She brought the cookie lady, and I don't know what she did to the other ladies. Do you think Kenya ran Tanya away from the show?
I don't think she ran her away from the show. I think Tanya just couldn't handle what the
Kenya?
show was bringing to her life. And that's understood. Some people, because I don't know if you talked about this show yet or not, Layla. I don't know if you're going to talk about it, but it's a show down here where I'm from that just aired on called The Bill Collective.
Yeah.
Um, it's someone that I know personally, Latrice. She's on the show.
I like Latrice.
Yeah, I know her personally. We went to high school together. She's a
Yeah.
cousin of a cousin, and I've hung out with her like I've known her for years.
So
So I
she's
know,
family.
yeah, pretty much. Like
Yeah.
I've known her for years, but um, I know that, and I used it as an example because I know that I was with my friend yesterday and we were talking about the show. And he was like, I don't know, like, I cannot see myself being on a reality show that just opens up the floodgates for unwanted opinions, people digging up your life and all of
Yeah.
this. stuff.
Yes, people like me.
Yeah, people like us have given our opinions that we're getting paid for. You know what I mean? So with that being said, I feel like I don't think she necessarily ran Tanya from the show. I just don't think that Tanya was really built for this type of thing. Like, them talking about bringing the cookie lady on, saying that her man was cheating on her, all of that other stuff. You know what I mean? So
She wasn't built for it.
wasn't built for that type of thing. And you could tell that she wasn't. And I do know that, and this is all alleged because I read this somewhere when she first came on the show.
Mhm.
Tanya was actually supposed to be the seventh peach on
Yeah,
season 11. She
I read
was.
that too. Tanya was supposed to have a peach. Yeah.
But from what I heard was, I don't know how true it is, but from what I heard was they were saying that they wanted to bring up some past allegations, allegedly, about her fiance
Oh,
having something dealing with domestic violence in the past. Now that's alleged. That's what I read somewhere. So I don't know how
I
true
didn't
that
hear
is.
that.
That's,
Yeah, we're gonna have to look into that.
yeah, that's what I heard now. I don't know how true that is, but that's what I heard. But they were saying that that was partially why she backed out at the last minute. I don't even know if y'all seen it or not, but there was like this picture. It was a cast photo. Tanya was in the photo with the rest of the ladies and everything.
I
But
have seen Tanya in the Real Housewives of Atlanta photos, like the dressed up photos when they take the cast photos. I have seen her in those photos. I didn't hear the allegations of DV. That's definitely troubling.
yeah,
Um, I feel a way. I feel like Tanya brought something different to this show, and it may even just be her being Canadian. I just felt like she brought a new energy to the show, and I was sad to hear that she left. And I felt like Kenya ran her away. But I felt like Tanya wanted the fun of the show without the tax. Like anytime you're on reality TV, or even if you're a blogger, there's a tax that comes with that. And I feel like Tanya wanted the fun without the tax, and that's not fair. You can't expect that.
yeah, that's just like with us, with me and my friend Jamar. Like, they have this LGBT show on YouTube called Chasing Atlanta, and some of the people on there have asked us would we like to audition for that show. And I was like, no, 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 I don't think I could do that. No. Like, I go back and forth with that. I feel like I'm entertaining enough to do it, to pat myself on the back.
I don't want to see you on it. I don't want to see you on that show only because I started watching that show this season after the fight, and I don't want to see you fight. Like I would hate to see you in that scene getting caught up in a fight.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I
Yeah.
feel like my personality is big enough for a show like that, but I don't know if I could be in amongst the drama, like guys coming at me in all different ways for stupid stuff that I normally would not care about if I wasn't in front of a camera. So that's my thing. I don't know if I could deal with the drama aspect of it. So I don't know.
Yeah. So are you going to be reviewing Bell Collective? Is that the name of it? Bell Collective?
Yeah, it's called the Bill Collective. I actually
Okay.
did the my very first review on it, because they
Okay.
had the premiere of it on YouTube like a week
Oh
prior
yeah.
to it actually
Yeah.
airing. So my review has already been up. But I will be reviewing it. I know there's a lot of other bloggers that will be reviewing it as well. And I was just on Latrice's live the night that it aired. It was her and Antoinette, the dentist lady that's on there. They were both on
Okay.
there. We was on there talking, and she was telling everybody to watch my stuff and all this other stuff. So it's just like, because the main reason why I'm watching Bill Collective is because it's in my neck of the woods. I'm from here, so it's good to see people that I know and people that's in my area be represented.
Are you near Canton?
Yeah, I'm in Canton.
Oh,
That's
you're
like,
in Canton.
yeah, I'm in Canton.
Okay. 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 I know somebody from
It's
Canton.
like 20, 25, 30 minutes away from Jackson altogether. So yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay. Okay. All right, you guys. So, Scotty, I want to thank you for joining me today in this reaction to the Real Housewives of Atlanta mid-season trailer, where we see Cynthia's bachelorette party. We see all the girls participating in the bachelorette party except for Drew Sidora, which is definitely interesting to say the least, especially considering her relationship with her husband. And we see Kenya and Drew at the party, but there's more tea that's going to come out about the physical interaction between Kenya and Drew. A lot of people have felt like, Kenya saying that she's interested romantically in Drew. A lot of people have felt like it's fake, but it's starting to come out that there may have been some real physical activity that happened between Kenya and Drew. So we definitely wanted to react to that. So thank you so much for joining me. And can you let people know again, for those of you who are just joining us, can you let people know again where to follow you?
Okay, so you can follow me on YouTube at Scotty by Nature TV. There's no underscores with that. Just simply Scotty by Nature TV on YouTube. If you want to follow me on Instagram, because I post quite frequently on Instagram, whether it's pictures of myself, whether it's videos of me just singing and dancing or whatever, I post on Instagram. So you can follow me on Instagram as Scotty_by_nature. That's Scotty_by_nature. That's my Instagram. So that's pretty much. And you can follow me on Twitter as well if you want to. If you follow me, if you do have a Twitter, my Twitter is Scotty by Nature 1. There's no underscores in that either. It's just straight up Scotty by Nature 1. That's what you got.
And you guys can follow me on Instagram. I'm doing a bust it challenge. I had to bust it in my own way. I didn't bust it in the way that y'all seeing it. I busted it in my own way.
Okay. I was like, wait a minute, I didn't see that.
Yeah, I did a makeup bust it. I can't be busting it for real. And these t-shirts, I have not a Real Housewife t-shirts, and then I have t-shirts that say Real Housewife. If you click underneath this video where you'll see like the digital products that I have on Teespring, if you click on that link and then go to my Teespring store, you'll see these t-shirts as well as other Real Housewife t-shirts. So Scotty, I want to thank you again for joining me. Thank you guys for putting up for me and my blindness not being able to see, but I feel like I got to a lot of you guys' comments. So thank you so much for joining us today. And yeah, bye.
You bring me back now.
Yes, of course. Of course we gotta bring Scotty back. Scotty is the OG.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Scotty is the OG. So of course we gotta bring Scotty back. All right, you guys. So thank you for joining us. And we will see you again later on this season of Real Housewives of Atlanta.